to New Orleans, you ought to go see the Mardi Gras. If you go to New Orleans, you ought to go see the Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras, and welcome to another episode of Tales from the Parade Route. Usually, you hear us getting very excited about talking to like an old line crew or a crew that's been around for hundreds of years or decades. Today, I'm just as excited because we're getting to talk to a brand new crew. The Krewe of Caerus. How are y'all today?
We're good.
We're pretty good.
How are you?
How are you?
Doing good. So tell us a little bit, how'd y'all decide to form?
Well, we love Mardi Gras. We grew up in marching band.
Okay.
Teenagers and even coming up as adults, we always pay attention to marching band. Mardi Gras parades, the band battles, and everything. So, in 2018, it was like, you know what, we want to do something different. It was like, well, what can we do that's different? And I was like, well, how about we just start our own parade? He looked at me like, no, you crazy.
That's what it was.
And I'm like, I want to do something that's different that's not everybody's not doing. So, and that's how it came about. And then I went to looking at all the Greek guys to see who would best fit what we were into. And I found the Greek god of Caerus, which is the god of opportunity, luck, and favorable moments.
Yes.
So I like that niche, and I was like, you know what, it's an opportunity that we're taking in. If we're lucky enough, we can have our own parade. So and Mardi Gras is those moments that you cherish that to me it's like every year. Some people don't experience them, and when people do come, it's like, you know what, I'm coming back every year.
Yeah.
So that grows on you pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of how it got formed. And with us being best friends for, I don't know.
Almost 20 years, bro.
Yeah, about 20 years. So it was like, you know what? Hey, I'm down with it. Let's do it. And that's how it came about.
So you've been a crew for a few years now, though, right? So next year you plan on your first ride?
Yeah.
What have y'all been doing? Do y'all do a ball or anything like that? Or has it just been stepping stones to grow to where you want to be next year? Or?
Yeah, everything's been a stepping stone. We are having a ball next year, so it's kind of already set. Only thing we are basically doing now is this. We kind of had the parade kind of set up for last year, but because of COVID and the restrictions and things like that, and we had it to the point where we was gonna go, but once they kind of took a little bit longer to announce that we was having Mardi Gras, it kind of put us behind the ball because because of the new crew, we couldn't get certain things, we couldn't get throws in because basically it was like the time was too
all the
costumes and things like that. So it kind of like everything we had set up for us kind of backburned. So it's like we already set it. Is now we want to add more members to it, do a little bit different because for us we're trying to make a different splash here this year. For us, that's what it's more of.
So how many of y'all hoping to roll with next year?
Our goal is we're trying to do about 350.
All right.
That's strong.
That's a strong number.
Yeah, we are. Our goal is basically is to put on the show. We're not trying to. We want you when you see us, you be like, I want to go back there. And the thing is, because we are on that first Sunday night, we know that there's nothing in Orleans. Everything is out here family ground, and we are trying to make it where we kind of, it's a little competition thing, but it's like we want you to come out here. We want you to see what Madhatter going to give you. And the thing is, we're going to put a twist to it, whereas though when you come out here, you're going to make a decision, like, okay, what I did with Madhatter or what I did with Orleans. And we're basically hoping to make people just be like, not even worry about Orleans on that Sunday night. We know there's no parade, but guess what? Mama, I want to go see Caerus. Mama.
Yeah.
That's our goal for it, actually. So
You
Yeah.
mentioned marching bands almost immediately, so I assume you're going to have a strong marching band presence, especially if you only show in town. You get to kind of have your pick of the litter.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a nice little. We hoping that we have everything we have planned. We have talked to band directors and things. We hoping that person that you get, Miller never saw it before, but we hoping to give it to you a whole different way. So we coming with something new. So we hope it works out like we in our vision, because I think we probably on the phone maybe 6 to 10 hours a day talking about the parade. So
Yeah.
we hope it come out like we wanted to in our heads, I should say.
Yep. And we based around family, so we definitely want to get the families out. And like you said, have the kids say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we want to go back, and because it's really no family cruise.
No.
So we want to, that's another different element that we want to bring people to. That way, it's family. You can enjoy with your family. You can ride with your family. You can ride with your kids. Away from the usual riders. Just to, different elements, adding different elements to Metairie.
So you're going to do co-ed and kids on? Okay.
Yeah,
So the only other one really doing that is, I guess, Little Rascals, but kind of in a different way altogether.
We we have a couple of float attendants who basically, if you want to party and have fun, we have floats for that. But if you want to do it with your kids, just to enjoy the moment or whatever, we have floats for that too. So we're doing them both. And the thing is, we hope people want to do that, because there's times where I have friends who ride on floats and ride in parades, but basically I can't do this with my child.
Yeah.
The time I get to do it with my child is basically if I'm riding on Mardi Gras Day, and that's just the truck parade or something.
Right.
So it's like, hey, okay, we can do this for you. We have Caerus Kids, and you want to ride with your child, like, we don't have a problem with it. Just do it. So it's up there.
Like it.
Yeah, it's like I said,
But
we're
it's
trying
something different.
Something different. And how it's going right now, we have members that actually doing it. Like, hey, we're the first weekend. I don't have to worry about Mardi Gras. Hey, it's like it kind of niches in for us, and everybody likes it. So we good though.
Do y'all have a theme picked out for this coming year, or are y'all not ready to release that? I mean, it's okay if you're not ready to release it,
It's more about luck right now.
All right.
It's luck. I can give you that part. It's the luck part. So that's kind of the theme of this year.
Okay.
It's more of the luck, and it's something different.
You'd mentioned the family aspect. In fact, I saw this weekend y'all did like a family meet and greet this weekend. You want to tell us how'd that go?
We did it at a place to where they had games for kids. They had like a little bounce house. Just a family environment. That way, like you say, we just don't want people just to come and sign up as adults. We want you to, bring your kids.
Yeah, bring your family.
Come as a family, because a lot of times on weekends, that's when, you tend to do your family things, maybe a Saturday or a Sunday. That way it's not taking up it didn't take up too much time. So we had quite a few people who signed up, and they came out with their kids. They enjoyed the games, they enjoyed the little bounce house, and then we had a little food, for them. So it's like a family affair.
All right.
Yeah. We have another one May 14th.
Yeah, May 14th.
So that one will be at Urban South Brewery.
Okay.
So we asking everybody to come and do it. It's the same thing. You get to meet the members. You get to see our outdoor package. We do have merchandise that will be out.
That's how I get my shirt.
Yeah. Yes. We have that. Urban South do let you bring pets. We kind of, if you want to bring a pet or whatever, you could bring it. Come have fun, and that's that's the most thing with us. It's come have fun, like enjoy yourself. That's the only thing we ask. We're not asking you to be committed to anything or nothing like that. It's nothing but fun.
This is an open to the public event, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because you want your experience to be, like you said, you want it to be fun. You want it to be to where it's like, man, I enjoy myself. I definitely want to go back again.
Yeah.
And that's the environment that we want. That's what we're trying to present to with our carnival club.
What I didn't really think about too much before we start doing these interviews, so many people have now told me, like, you find your place in Mardi Gras, but there's only one way to do it, is to go meet the crews, to or see them on the ride and go, oh man, that looks like me. I'm in,
Right.
But it's true though. But so how do you do that your first ride? I like that idea of, going and having a family event. Y'all gonna have dogs on the floats before it's over.
If I could put it off,
You have a pet head net.
I would do it. If Jefferson Parish would be nice and say, hey, you know what? I don't have a problem with y'all putting a pet on there here now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll go with it.
I told you you're gonna have dogs on the float.
Mardi Gras is it's an unlimited vision. You can take Mardi Gras and because it's fun, it's quirky. You can do so many things with Mardi Gras and not be limited. So it's like you have so many ideas and so many ways you can do it. It's just it's just a plethora of opportunities.
Yeah. You mentioned throws. Do y'all have some special kind of throws that y'all are going to be throwing, or what's y'all's throw package look like?
We have a couple of throws. We have four signature throws. We have stuffed animals. We have a couple of different trinkets that deal with luck. So we have that. We have the dice. So it's a couple of things, cards. So we have this is like a couple of things. That's on turn his. We also have his specialty. Can't say it right now because it's top secret. Sorry. It's his specialty right now that the crew is drawing. It will be, I can tell you this part, one is handmade and one is not.
Oh, great.
So, you're getting that. He also has the balloon that he's doing. So, we have a plethora of things for everybody.
We're both
Yeah.
kind of big doubloon collectors. I'm a fourth generation doubloon guy, so I want a set.
Okay.
I'm a holler at you. Come on.
Definitely.
I don't really want to have
it
a
way before then.
Yeah, we'll definitely try to, I try to get your care package beforehand.
Nice.
Yeah.
nice.
That way you can kind of see what this, you can see what this, you might get a signature throw. You never know.
Yeah.
I'll keep it under wraps. you got to make us go to one of your events, so that's how we go.
Yeah. The signature throw,
The signature ain't gonna be ready before that. Yeah.
it's not gonna be
I'm
ready.
gonna say this. He's keeping the signature throw. Only reason I know about the signature throw probably is because I am the person who will have to talk to him about his little details and everything about it.
Yeah.
If I wasn't that person,
So he's the dreamer, you're the scale it down, but come on.
that's what it is. I'm a realistic one on it. Yes, it is. Because he have his moments where he be up there and I just be like, okay, how am I gonna pull this one off? So it's there, but
You know what, the things that work out are the things that end up being special half the time, so especially how to really earn it, and put it together, make it happen. But what's y'all's roles in the crew anyway?
He's the captain. I'm the co-captain.
Okay.
He's the one I feel like should be in the light. I'll be behind scenes. I do all the dirty work and all.
It's like doctor and nurse. The nurse does all the real work, the heavy lifting.
Yeah, that's kind of how it really is right now. But
I prefer to be behind the scenes, but in a lot of cases, unfortunately, I have to be on the forefront. So it's like, okay, it's kind of more so you're forced, but and I just want to enjoy it. I don't want how some people. I ain't gonna say some, but some people may like the fame. I ain't gonna say fame, but the attention.
Yeah.
I'm not the attention person. I just want to be.
I'm with you.
I'm like, what? I just really want you to do something to where you can say, what? I enjoyed myself. They did a good job. And try to appease everybody. So that's just me. I try, but
Yeah.
for some reason it never works.
Well, the only thing I can ever think that's bad about being the captain is you put in a year of work, full time, you don't really even get to see your own parade.
yeah,
It's kind of the strange thing about it. You can probably get off and see, the vast majority of it, but I always just found that weird,
I'm gonna say this. I think because when he came up with this idea of this parade, you kind of just be like, oh, okay, you know the band aspect, but you kind of like for us, we didn't know the float aspect of it. So then it was the float part, and then it was like, wait, hold on. Then it was the costume part. It was like, then it's the throws part. Cause now the thing is like, okay, well, this person is doing this throw, you can't match that throw. No. Yeah. This person's doing this, you can't do this. So now you're researching. Now it's like, okay, hold on, we can't do this. Then it's like, you can't have this color because this person have this color. You can't have, it's so much it's like, we researching, and it's like, I'm like, yo, okay, hold on. And it started becoming like a full-time job. And it's like, I'm looking at him like, yo, do you know what we really doing? He's like, yeah, we just going with this. Keep going, don't worry about it. Yeah. We just going with it.
You'll be making calls to the minute you ride, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. But eventually you sit back and go, all right, we're rolling, let's just do it. And then you have fun. You let it go and have fun with it.
And now the crazy thing is, we both feel like we don't want to be the captains that this, we want the floats that like we're throwing. Yeah. That's his biggest thing. I don't want to do none of this. I don't want to have none of this.
I want to throw.
He want to throw. So it's like
I want to enjoy the ride. I don't want the spotlight on me. I said, that's in a lot of parades you see the captains, the spotlight is on them. I don't want the spotlight. I just want, you can see the captain float, and then you can see me throwing. Yeah. Okay. It's like, wait, where the captain at?
He's the guy who's chucking that big old pile of beans to that little kid over there.
Yeah, I'm throwing. I want to enjoy the ride, because like you said, you put so much work in, and you really don't get it. Some captains, you really don't get a chance to really enjoy the parade.
Yeah.
So me, I want to enjoy it. I just be like everybody else, just be a normal person and just, hey, I'm throwing. So if you see me, you might see, if you see me, I say, hey, I catch your hand up, but you might catch something right along with, hey, oh, there you go. So.
That's why I understand. That's why quite a few captains just ride a horse, and they lead the parade because they can get off and watch it.
Yeah.
But they're not necessarily the throwing type, but they didn't want the whole, I'm going to be on a float by myself captain either, Some of them enjoy that, It's kind of like being king every year or whatever. Yeah. But I don't know, but that's what a couple of them had told me. Like, no, I'll ride horseback because, I can get off, watch the whole parade.
Yeah, the captain from Tufts, most of the time, you won't see him on a float. Like, sometimes you'll see him in the back of a car, just like chilling, riding down the street.
Or typically just walks.
Usually, like the year before the lockdown, he and his wife were walking and they were dressed up as Tootsie Rolls. or Hershey's Kisses, rather.
Oh, wow.
And, they were just having a good old time. And there was, like, I want to say that there was like 10 or 15 other people who were all dressed as Hershey's Kisses walking with them. So if you didn't know who they were, you
never know.
You would have just been like, oh, look, it's guys dressed up like Hershey's Kisses,
And that's the thing, it sounds like fun.
Yeah.
And they was having fun with it, and that's me. I just want to.
Yeah.
I want to have the fun.
So what about royalty? Y'all doing kings and queens and court and all that stuff?
Yeah, we have a queen, we have a king too. We don't have a couple of dukes, a couple of maids. So yeah, we got the royalties kind of set. The thing is, we just waiting to start dropping little gems in. Yeah, but everything's kind of set with that part too. So
y'all have any particular way of selecting your royalty, or is it?
Well, this year it was a person who we felt like was like corrupting the crew in the best way. The following year, since the members found out, we're still doing the drawing. It's kind of, you gotta build your way into it a little bit.
I think more like votes.
Some is
yeah.
Pretty different way too.
Yeah.
So we're trying to, be a little bit different, but not no drama, no anything. Just have everybody enjoy themselves.
I mean, it's Mardi Gras. How are you gonna have drama during Mardi Gras?
I don't know, because I don't want to say that.
It happens, but it's always confusing to me. Like, what are you talking about? It's a parade.
Yeah. I do, I tell anybody I have a new, I think this year we have a newfound respect for all captains and everyone who puts on a parade, because, like you said, when you start putting on things together, it's like, wait, we didn't think about this. Wait, okay, now I've got to think about this here. Okay, so we thinking about this and trying. Then wait, do y'all? There's a a couple of captains helped us out. Like, well, do you have this, and this? We're like, oh wait, we ain't got this neither. You know what? Okay, that's time. So it's so many moving parts to, a lot of people you see that final show, but you don't see everything that goes on to make that happen.
Right.
No, it's definitely a full time all year,
And with this past year, when as we experienced things and learning the ropes, it was like, man, you know what? I've told captains, the ones that I've talked to and the ones that I've met, that hey, you know what? I have a definitely newfound respect for y'all, because the show that y'all put on, you don't see what goes on behind it, but that final product, it looks easy, but it's not as easy as it looks.
Well, just seeing from our captain's perspective, just the little bit that I see, that happens, shall we say, in public. You know what I mean? To where on the day when, the night before, when the floats are arriving at this year's Zephyr Field for line up and throws load in, seeing how much she's having to work with the the float builders representatives, and making sure that there's all these floats that are required, that all the floats are in good working order, all the tractors are lined up, the the spots for all the marching bands, the dance teams, the horses, the so on and so forth. Just seeing that little bit, it's like, damn, she didn't even get to see her float, it feels like. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
Meanwhile, we're like, look at our float, look at our float, look at our float. You know?
Beyond that, she's responsible for costumes for lots of crews too.
Yes.
So that's a she's all year round Mardi Gras one.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely, and Miss Missy, I definitely, appreciate her as well.
Because she's one of those people who talk to us, told us and told us.
That's good. Y'all had pretty good response from other captains who helped out and whatnot?
Everybody, I'm going to say that everybody in Jefferson Parish who captains have been open arms to us. Like, anything we need, just call. Anything, you have a question, just call. Like, everybody has been, real open to us, and we appreciate it so much.
Yep, and we even had a few from Orleans Parish as well.
Too. Yeah, Orleans
and, people, they just say, just give us a call. Anything you need to know, just shoot me a text, give us a call. Yeah. Anything we can do to help. And that's kind of what helped us get over the hump for last year, and to see, prior to us, calling the parade off, we had things in order, like, okay. And if it wasn't for a lot of the captains, that we spoke with, I don't even think we wouldn't have got as far as we did. And I definitely appreciate them for that.
So what float builder are y'all working with?
Jack Rizzuto.
Okay.
Builds pretty floats.
Yeah, he makes some very beautiful floats.
Yeah.
Are y'all partnering with another crew, or you going with, their kind of fleet?
I think we have a big brother.
That's it.
I'm gonna say that I think if I'm correct, I'm not sure, but I think Morpheus may be our bigger brother. I think Morpheus may be our big brother.
Well, they put on a great parade, so y'all gonna look pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I know we definitely because we have another meeting with him as well. Because Mardi Gras just happened, so
right.
Basically getting everything, all the logistics in order for our ride this year. So that's a good question. Definitely.
Yeah, I think it's one of the two. The good thing about it is the fleet is deep. And is either way you look, if it's Pygmalion, Morpheus,
I know he does. So he
does several
so
Centurions.
So
he has so many. So I know
we could.
it's the fleet that we've seen is nice. It's,
Yeah.
it's very pretty. We
They
definitely
kind of really
satisfied.
stepped up over the last several seasons, and kind of just changed some of those parades so much. You had to take note of it. Like, wow, they really upped their game this year.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they really do a nice parade though.
I think I never really paid attention to it until I think this was the first year I really kind of started paying attention to people's floats.
Yeah.
It's like, to say, we've had an organization, it's been like, never really paid attention, but this year was like, you know what, okay, I think I need to start paying attention to people's floats. And,
Yeah.
because some floats give you ideas and things of what you may want, or what you may want to see on yours. And it's like, okay, I might want this here. I like that. I like this here. And then it's like trying to combine them. And it's like,
Yeah.
you know what,
Well, the good thing about working with a big builder like that is you can kind of walk through and like, I like that prop and I like that prop, and
yeah.
they
Yeah,
can kind
'cause-
of fit them how you like it.
With his vision, Lord Jesus, he talking about me, but when it comes to the floats, his vision kind of bigger than mine. 'Cause
It is.
You're gonna have fiber optics on
Yeah.
every float.
Yeah.
If I
yeah,
had my way, I really would. Like,
Yeah.
I am trying to do something in Metairie where they never saw. Like, honestly, I'm trying to give you, and I hate to say it like this, I'm trying to give you a Bacchus and Demi Orpheus kind of float coming down.
You don't remember? I mean, at one time, Caesar was a really beautiful
Yeah,
parade. Like they
Caesar.
had started to step up and do all that, and unfortunately, just the membership
Yeah.
dwindled to the point that they couldn't really do it any longer. But at one time, it was a huge, beautiful parade.
yeah.
But
And,
yeah,
and I
nice
haven't seen
big
that.
bands and lots of stuff like that.
And I think Caesar ran on a Sunday too, if I'm correct.
They were Saturday nights.
Saturday nights. Okay.
They were the first Saturday.
So the thing is, I might be
Right.
trying to just kind of slick side, be like, you know what? Hey, we might have to, help them out a little bit and try to take that little ring from,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, we definitely could use a new flash here. I think the new parades. I mean, unfortunately, I didn't get to see Symphony because they were following us, and by the time I got off the float, I was done. But the
Mad Hatters.
Mad Hatters puts on a really nice
Yes.
parade.
He
They
does.
built out their whole parade for their first run, which I thought was crazy.
Yeah, I seen the symphony. I seen them online because had an obligation that day. But I seen symphony parade online. It looked real nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's nice to see crews coming back in the matter because we were losing
Yeah.
quite a few. But I mean, the crowds are coming back. If the parade's good, people will go.
Yeah,
There's just no doubt about it.
And I think that's the big thing. I think that's our goal. Or is it like our biggest fear is we don't want to put a bad parade on. But the
Yeah.
thing is, it's like we want that. I don't want to say the attention, but we want to give something back to Metairie. And I think that's what we're really trying to do. Is do that part, like just to be like, hey, okay, you know what, you got that Sunday, you got Family Gras, give them something more than what you basically can, a basic parade. So I think that's what it is for us.
yeah, and just to add on to it, because the crews out here, they put on good parades as it is. So to come behind and say, hey, you know what, we're gonna add a little bit more.
Yeah.
To it. So hey, okay, so hey, you doing good. Guess what? We're gonna come right behind you. We're gonna try to make Metairie Mardi Gras even better, right along with you.
Yeah.
You
And that's exciting for us. Like Kirk said. Metairie was taking a fallback. I would say over the past decade, and over the past 2 or 3 years, we're starting to see that rebirth coming back again. With to where we've got Mad Hatters, we've got Symphony, we're gonna have y'all next year.
Yeah.
Atlas came back. I want to say 2019, maybe. So we're starting to come back.
And really, all of them are just doing a better job too. Like the
Yeah.
parades have gotten nicer. It's been noticeable.
Yeah, it's definitely
they
been
got
noticeable.
longer, the floats are full of people. That kind of thing, and that makes a difference. Especially if you're trying to compete against Uptown or whoever else.
Yeah, because I know we always was up at in Uptown on Uptown Parade route, with the bands and everything. And then I was over the past few years,
Yeah, we've been coming out here.
we've been coming out here the past few years. And, you know, as a kid growing up, I used to see the Madhatter parades was bigger, you know, back then.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, you know, now as a grown up, you know, parading out here and coming to try to parade out here, you see the parades and you actually come to them like, okay, you know what, hey, you know, I've been missing out.
Yeah.
You know, it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, okay, you know what, these are some good parades. And it just kind of makes you want to come out more and more. So, and that, I think that's just what it is, you know. When you see the parades out here and getting better and better, you know, it just adds a different element to you, and it makes it more enjoyable. And, you know, and sometimes it's not as crowded, but, you know, on the uptown route, sometimes it be too crowded.
Too crowded.
Yeah.
You know, you can't really enjoy the parade.
Yeah, there are some of those parades that, you know, when it gets, you know, to where you're 5 or 6 people back, you're just staring at people's heads the whole time. You know, you're not,
Yeah.
you know, you're seeing the top of floats come by, and, you know, like you were saying, you pay a lot more attention to the beauty of the floats, you know, and you miss out on some of that when you are, you know,
Yeah.
in the far back.
Yeah. It kind of makes the parade not as enjoyable.
Yeah.
No, that, I mean, I enjoy the bands. I love a lot of the dance crews. I think are just so much fun now. You know, there's some of like the newer school ones will have those, you know, dance troops, and these guys party all year long together. You know, they're just a lot of fun. You know, to see all them, you know, going, because it's much more than to a parade than obviously floats.
Right.
You know, so when it's too crowded, you just miss half of that.
Yeah. All you do is see people throwing from kind of up top.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, you're hoping to get something, you know, and then you sometimes you really don't. So I kind of agree with that. I think, you know, Madhatter is I think sometimes I feel like Madhatter is a little bit better than Orleans Parish.
Yeah.
It's definitely easier to bring a family and that kind
Yeah.
of thing, you know.
It's more family.
I love a thick crowd or nobody. I don't care. We go to everything. So, but there's definitely parades where are easily much more enjoyable, or just pretty ones that I like, you know, like Hermes or Pygmalion or Bacchus, or, you know, some of those just beautiful parades, you know. And then, but yeah, they all have something different to them.
Yeah.
You know? Some of them are silly and some of them are pretty, and you know.
Yep, each parade had his own unique thing about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's, you know, that's the thing I like about each crew, because each crew brings us something different. And I think that's the uniqueness about Mardi Gras, because you don't get the same exact thing from every crew. It's
Right.
like each crew is something different. So it's like, you know what, okay, I got to go see this parade because, you know what, I've never seen this, or I haven't seen that, or I haven't seen this. And it's like, okay, wait, you know what? It kind of gives us, every year I try to make it a different parade. So, you know, so I can see what, you know, what's new. Even, you know, sometimes we go to Slidell and say, hey, you know what, let's go see a parade out there. You know, because it's a different, you know, it's a different element.
Poseidon is a
You know.
beautiful parade out there. I mean, it's really big early on, and it kind of gets my juices flowing, you know, like, all right, it's time, you know.
Yeah, that's when, you know, it's kind of like, okay, hey, you know, between, I think it's Poseidon, it was, what's that crew in the East? Nefertiti.
Nefertiti?
They really put on a nice parade this year.
Yeah.
Yep, Nefertiti. It was, and they had 2 other crews that I know they didn't roll this year in Slidell, but you know, when the time comes, you see those crews getting ready to roll, you know,
Yeah.
it's time.
Yeah, I know that there was a handful of crews that took the year off, like you were saying, mostly because of COVID. You know, that if I remember correctly, I think Ocean was contemplating not running this year, just because, you know, they were worried about their members being able to come back after the lockdown stuff. You know.
Yeah,
and
like
then-
you said, and if you didn't decide early enough, you weren't getting throws.
Yeah.
It's just,
And then-
even my dad rods in Carrollton. I mean, next year is our 100th year. And they were worried about getting their doubloons and throws because
Yeah,
there was no seniority. It was about getting it here, you know?
yeah, I'd heard of some of the balloon distributors that literally had someone drive to the docks in California and go dig out these 2 pallets of boxes, which are the doubloons for Bacchus and Demian, this parade, this parade, this parade, this parade, and this parade. Put them all on a U-Haul and drive them back down here just so that we can make sure that they're here for Mardi Gras,
Yeah,
or throws,
and then the storm didn't make you no better.
Better
either.
either,
Yeah.
Storm
You know,
killed it too.
And when you're trying to put on a family parade, it's hard to put on a family parade when you got families that's in disarray.
Yeah.
You know, you got COVID, then you got the storm. Then it's like, you know what? It's like it's too much.
Yeah.
You can't expect families to want to party and have a good time together when, it's like some of them life was in shambles.
Yeah.
It's so it just, man.
It's probably better that you wait than force it in there anyway, Sounds like y'all have a good plan on what you want to do, and if you can't do it, then, probably better to wait.
Yeah,
You know.
first impression.
First
You
impression
know,
was everything for us.
that's how we look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't want to put on a show, just to say, hey, you know what, I put something on,
Yeah.
and then it's not enjoyable by, the people.
Mm-hmm.
You want the people to be able to say,
Yeah,
hey,
you want to be the talk of the town when
Yeah.
people leave that parade being like, man, that was an incredible parade.
Yeah.
It looks like the first year Athena rolled here. I loved it. I mean, they brought out all the bands, and they weren't throwing a ton, but what they had was fun, and
Yeah.
I thought they really put on a nice parade. I was like, all right, and it was funny. I've told this story before, but this girl ran out of stuff, and they didn't even have costuming yet that year. They just had this sash that said Athena on it, and she was like, say Athena. I'm like, woohoo, Athena. And she threw me her sash. So for several years after it, I'd wear it to the parade. And like, he's some sort of, I don't know, guy with the parade. And everybody was throwing me stuff.
Yeah, and they put on a good parade.
Yeah,
This is-
too, yeah.
I actually walked their parade that Sunday evening, and I enjoyed it as well. Well, I think did you go? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I left here.
Yep, he left me. He left me on the parade route. I said, "Oh, I'm gone. I'm halfway through." I was like, you know what? I kept going. So
So y'all mentioned that some of your Mardi Gras origins are in band. What band were y'all in?
I was in Sarah T. Reed's band.
All right.
I was in George Washington Carver.
Okay.
I both
Yeah.
know what y'all talking about with bands. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
'cause some of those early ones, that's when bands all of a sudden got huge. I mean, I don't want to guess y'all's age, but I'm assuming you're a little younger than I am, right around there. So, I remember when all those bands really started getting big, and
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
our era.
Yeah.
That's our era.
yeah, that's how. Yep. Man, I think my school pre-Katrina had like maybe 130, between 130, 150 kids. It was. I love that ever. And,
Yeah.
and bands it's getting back to,
yeah.
what it
What it
used to be.
Yeah.
It's taking time, but
Yeah.
it's getting.
Well, I'm glad they kept Roots Band going and that kind of thing, because at one point they kind of had to do it to mash everybody together and do it. But I'm glad they kept that one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. And even with all the schools getting back to full strength, just to see that, I don't know. Plus they're really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's membership cost being y'all's parade?
That's just every year.
Right now, till June 1st, it's $500.
Okay.
As of June 1st, it's an extra $100, $600. Caerus Kids is $350, and that's basically it.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I always get it wrong, so
What's y'all's estimated float number that y'all are hoping to ride with?
If I get the estimated number, it will be 17.
All right.
I'm hoping 17.
That's a nice little number there. Yeah.
Well, that'd be some full floats too. 'Cause, like I say, that too is like on first impression, like, oh man, where's the riders? Like you get 350 on 17 floats.
Yeah.
There's going to be stuff coming off of those floats. You know?
Yeah.
We trying.
I'm trying
You know,
real hard.
we definitely trying real hard because you want people to throw, and you know when sometimes you get to the at halfway point, some people be out, you be like, man, what you got?
Yeah.
First time riders, they're going to be out.
They
That's how
gonna
it's
be out
gonna
there,
be.
you know. So we're hoping that our riders have enough to go all the way through.
I'm gonna kind of just give a guy and be like, hey, look, you're gonna get throw happy. So you might as well order a little bit more, because if you get throw happy, guess what? You're gonna get to probably, we're gonna say halfway in the route, and then you're gonna be looking like, hey. So I'm trying to tell members like, hey, don't get throw happy.
Yeah, it's
Just
it's
get
so
an
important
emergency
to
kit
have.
of beads or something.
It's so important to have the right number of throws for your parade. That I saw one or two members on my float this year that they got throw happy, and about 3/4 of the way through they were like, well, shoot, now I just got to sit there and wave. And luckily I ordered like 700 moon pies. So I started giving them little boxes of moon pies, and they were like, really? We can throw these? And I was like, yeah, just take your time with them, Pick who you're going to throw it to.
Yeah.
Throw one, take your time.
I get throw happy, but I bring plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of us. We definitely we gonna be. I don't know about him. I'm gonna be throw happy, so I'm definitely gonna make sure I have because I want to be throwing. Every time you look around, you got something.
Yeah. And
I ain't worried about that part. I look, he can be throw happy when his arm be hurting and all this and that, talking about, hey, I'm so.
You just sneak over to his side and grab whatever you want.
I know he gonna be throw happy. I'm like, I think I'm gonna be more focused on the parade, like making sure everything is just going right. So
yeah.
throw, but I feel
You
like
can't do anything at that point.
Yeah,
You're just going with it.
I'm gonna enjoy that day.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
Yeah. That's the important thing about it.
Out of the other 364 days, I'm gonna enjoy that day because guess what? All the days leading up once that past year, I'm going to enjoy myself that day.
All that stress, all that hard work,
the headaches, hey, you ain't gotta enjoy yourself. You know what? I'm gonna enjoy myself for you.
So, one of the other things that I know that a lot of the crews do is a lot of these crews, they have different community service projects that they work with. Are y'all doing any kind of community service stuff just yet?
Well, we have a couple of them. We have the infamous Diamond Dance Team.
Okay.
We partner with them, help with uniforms for the girls, things like that. We have the Saints Elite football team. We help with them. They're a travel football team. The New Orleans Dolphins travel football team. Just to get the young men, it's a new experience where they get to travel and play football for those two organizations. So we have those. We're doing Easter. We were supposed to do an Easter egg hunt, but we kind of trying to figure it out because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for us to kind of fit in. We are doing Feed the Homeless. We do reach out to the band programs. We donated water to a number of band programs for COVID, because they couldn't drink the water from the fountains. We usually send cases of water over there to those a lot of schools. So it's every day you look at something new. We're trying to always fix the community the best way we could.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
that's awesome.
I can't believe you have your hands so much so soon.
Hey, it's a lot, but the thing is, we feel like if you keep giving back, and it's gonna come back to you.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're not asking for anything, but right now for us, and I know he's a big testament of it. We feel like the youth don't really have nothing going on for themselves, and the biggest thing for him is I know he want to do so much because we both have kids, and it's just like you just want to be able for your child just to go outside, enjoy football, go to the movies, go to the bowling alley or whatever. So it's just like that's our thing, and so it's just like trying to give back as much as we could, not killing the crew or everybody killing us. Talking about hey, we're just doing so much. So it's just like we just keep trying to give and give, but you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Where can people follow the crew? You know, I follow y'all on Facebook. You know, I'm on all the other social medias, but I'm paying most attention to Facebook. So I know y'all are on Facebook.
We are on Instagram at the Krewe of Caerus. They have the KreweofCaerus.org webpage. That's
Yeah, we just on Facebook, Instagram, and then the website.
All right.
Website. Yeah, you know, a little bit. I want to say a little bit later. We are going to start doing the TikToks. The thing is, I know we had with the dance team and the football team, they've been kind of asking us to do some crazier things. So we're going to try to reach that smaller.
Yeah.
You know, because they've been doing the little dances and things. So
I'm not old, but I be trying to keep up with
them. You know.
Yeah, it's hard keeping up with all the different social medias.
Yeah, and then all the different dances these kids be doing, I be like, wait, huh? I told my cat, I said, you know what, you're going to have to try to teach my one day my kid said, Dad, let me see you do the dance. I'm like, wait, what? I said, look, I said, I can't do that.
Yeah, there's so many dance, you know, like the dance challenge things that are coming out online, and you know, even just like I would say, like holding up random things, and you know, it seems like this week is you'll see 10,000 things about this one thing, and then next week.
Yeah, it's
That
gone.
thing's gone, and there's a whole new craze going on.
Yeah, it's like you got to keep up, and it you know, and I guess times, you know, as times change, you know, things evolving, life evolving, and just it'd be so much, and it'd be like, okay, trying to keep up with, you know, so much, I can't keep up.
Yeah. So, well, I really appreciate y'all coming and telling us y'all's story.
Thank you.
You know, and I really look forward to seeing y'all out on the streets. You know, like I said, it. You know, it's always exciting for us when a new crew is hitting the streets, and you know,
I really like the sound of the parade too. That sounds like a fun one.
yeah, it sounds like y'all have a great parade that's going to be lined up for everybody. You know, if you're looking for a cool parade to ride in, you know, check these guys out. You know, you might be you and your family might be interested in riding with them and have a good old time. You know, it definitely sounds like y'all got you know, a fun night planned out for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
When's your next meet and greet again?
May 14th.
May 14th at Urban South Brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely, you know, we welcome everybody. You
Yeah.
know, it doesn't matter. Just come on. If you're looking to have a good time, come on. You want to do something with your kids, you know, and you know that's Mardi Gras. People always want to do something with their kids. If you want to give your kids that experience of, you know, being on a float riding, come join, have fun. Because
Yeah.
that's what I hope, and I ain't gonna say I promise you, but I can't say I promise you. You know, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna
It's a
think, you know
parade.
what? It's
You don't enjoy it, you did something wrong.
We're coming back.
Yeah.
You know, and the type of parade we're trying to put on, you know, we definitely want people to, you know, we want to get people that wow factor. And I think, you know, you're going to get it. Like I said, I'm not going to say I think you're going to get it.
Yeah.
I think, you know, once we roll, you know, we'll come back. You know, when we come back next year,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know, we're gonna tell you like, hey, you know what? We pulled it off.
Yeah. Yeah, I
We'll
guarantee
give you
you.
notes. We're like, no, this one, no.
We'll take it.
No, man, I'm really looking forward to seeing y'all. It sounds like a great bit of fun, and yeah, we'd love to hear after your first ride how you enjoyed it, and
No problem.
it's gonna be fun to see y'all grow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep, we definitely. If you have us back next year, we'll definitely
Come.
We definitely be back. You know, to you know, to shout our experience.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to hear it. So thank you again for coming on. Signing out. We will see you on the route.
go see the Mardi Gras.